This is Colin Fitzgerald with Arrowhead Camper Sales in Mayfield, Kentucky. We're going to look at our 2025 403 Loft Puma by Palomino. This is a newer model destination, double decker. As you can see, 2 stories here on this. We got basically a loft and a half. So we've sold several of this floor plan. I'm going to try to go through and show you some things that I've learned or things that we know about it. That is the entry to the rear of the unit where the main bedroom is. This is the main entry that we would use. So we're gonna go inside. I will give you the specs on weight and length when we get to the end and I go out that door. So upon entering to the left, you would have your bedroom, lofts, and bathroom. You enter into kind of the hallway here at the living room area. Then a kitchen there at the front. So we'll start at the front, work our way back. Up here in the front, we're gonna have a total on this of, let's see, 4 slides. So we got 1 slide that's dedicated solely to the kitchen here. That is that slide there. As you can see, the dark trim that it's outlining that. As far as seating, we've got half booth, half chairs. So some people will end up taking that little ottoman out right there and putting it out in the middle of the living room. There is down here below it storage. So, you know, if you wanted to use it for storing blankets or things like that, you can, and have a chair on each side, whatever. Table does have an extension here, as you can see. This is something I'll kind of scroll down this so you can look at it and pause if you want to read some of the stuff that Puma points out. But in this slide, what I wanted to point out was there's no carpet. It's woven vinyl flooring. It's a flush floor slide, 3 feet deep, and it's tall. It's a rack and pinion slide as well. It's not some cheaper mechanism. So really well done there, in my opinion. We have roller shades at each one of these. They're blackouts. As you can see, they're a woven material. Storage above. There's a light there overhead as well. And then turning, this is the front. This is the front of the unit. Our kitchen area, we got solid surface countertops. They're actually thicker than what I've seen before, even in Puma. You can see it's very, very bright outside, but there is actually lighting built into this. I have that turned on. A variety of different storage areas here. So, you know, just regular storage. There's drawers. That's a silver drawer, as you can see. Cabinet down here below. But a variety of different places to put stuff. Just trying to show you all these. Again, cabinets galore. Little glass inserts in them, as you can see. So lots and lots of storage. Nice windows. These do slide up, so you can see right there. If you wanted to slide these up and have airflow, it's easy to do that. Sink this is a sink that I've actually seen in Sabre and Columbus. We sell both those products as well. A lot of things going on here. You've got, this is for washing cups. You can push down and it puts water out. Obviously this is winterized, so I'm not going to be able to show any of that stuff now, but this is for vegetable washing. Standard water, of course, with a pull-out sprayer. Soap dispenser. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here with pans and trays and cutting boards. So really, really cool sink. The stove and oven is, you know, definitely more toward the residential size. You can see 24-inch 4-burner. This is by Furrion. So this is still packed from the factory, but this is a, you know, large size oven compared to what we typically see. 4-burner stovetop here. Sparker, of course, for both of those. Backsplash behind that, so if you are cooking, you're not splashing it up on, you know, wall paneling. Stainless steel sink microwave, excuse me, to match that above. 1 air here. So the HVAC's going to be interesting on this. We got 2 standard roof airs, and then we're going to have a mini split at the back. So I'll point that out as we go. On this wall, you've got 2 bar stools. Again, solid surface countertop there, right there looking at the TV. So you've got a lot of seating in this between the 2 chairs, the half booth, these 2, and then 3 seating areas in the living room. It's several different options. This is the beginning of the second slide. As you can see, that dark trim, it goes all the way down there just to the side of the sliding door there. Big refrigerator. On the left side is going to be our freezer. Right side is going to be the refrigerator. This one, everybody used to ask, I can't remember if it's 110 or 12 volt. We're looking right here for the voltage. 12 volt. Okay, I always want to look at that. Here's our pantry. This is the travel lock for the sliding door. Always write that on there so nobody throws it away. It's a piece of style that we use to keep the sliding door from sliding back and forth. But nice big pantry. These are deep. As you can see, deep cabinets. They're solid. They're well built. Not just a piece of just cheap paneling barely hung up there. That closes there. And then now we're into the living room. So we got jackknife sofas are standard. We have trifolds, as you can see. That's an option. So trifold sofa. Make great beds if you need extra sleeping space. Of course, you do have, again, the lofts that we'll look at in a second. But if you need more, you've got 2 of those. And then theater seats here right across from the TV. So good line of sight for viewing. There's our third slide. You can see that there. So a lot of space in here with all these different slides. Storage in both slides above the couches. Both the overhead lights over here are on a switch. Both of them have USB ports in the slides. You can see that right there and then right there. Storage above. Nice big TV here. There's a little mantle there where you could set things on if you need to. Roku's and YouTube TV, or excuse me, Apple TV things, and whatever you're into these days for watching whatever device you have. You got space for that. Soundbar below, fireplace down below, and then that's going to be actually the intake for either the furnace or the mini split. I'm trying to remember where exactly that's at, but that should be the furnace because the mini split's a little further back. So furnace vents are, you can see throughout. So we have different ways to heat this. We've got heat in the floor, or we're going to have the mini split back there we're going to talk about, or of course we got the fireplace. So a variety of different ways to get heat. Now these shades above are motorized, so one's up, one's down here, but they're on a motor, on a switch with a motor. So you don't have to get a stool to put these things up and down. So that's what that's about. These are all manual, of course, because you can reach them. But I'll show you those switches in just a second. Sliding door here. We got a curtain above that closes that off if you want. Our bathroom is in the hallway. So we're going to have sink, storage. You still do get some storage in this behind that closet, the shower area, to give you places for linens. That's toothbrush holder, bar soap holder as well, outlet. Overhead light switch, that's a motion light for at night. Storage below the sink as well. Nice big shower. You've got a seat there built into it. That is an exhaust fan that goes out. It has a light that is, I think, the brightest light I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. I may not seem that bright to y'all, but in person it is very bright. That's actually Max fan, so that's by Max Air. And then we've got more storage over here for linens. A little holder here for towels, toiletries, whatever, and then you got a toilet. So a well-equipped bath. And now again, we're going back toward the rear of the unit. Nice windows here in the hallway, but to give you more space, more light. I cannot speak. To give you more light, and otherwise it'd be a blank hallway. It'd look kind of boring. And here's the main controls. So a lot of things going on here I want to point out. Our overhead shades, the ones up near the ceiling, are on these switches. Ceiling fan switch, thermostat to control both airs in the furnace. This is an extra sliding switch because they wouldn't all fit on the standard Puma panel. Tankless water heater controls here. And then here's our main control panel. So we got our monitor panel. We're going to have our water heater gas switch that controls that, gives it power to that. Water pump, lights, outside porch light, outside awning light, 3 slide switches, and the awning switch. So again, there's 4 slides. There's 3 here and 1 up top. This is the standard Puma panel. It literally would not, there's too many slides to handle to fit on that. So going up, this is going up to the lofts. There's storage here right there. You've got kind of like a half loft here to the right. Not as big, but obviously for children would be more than enough. If you had a small child, they could sleep on that pretty easy. Storage here. And then over here is the big loft. So you got 2 separate mattresses, outlets on both sides, USB ports, a little middle table there between them. You've got shelving for storage. There's the other air we talked about there. So both of those areas are going to be ducted airs. You can see that it's got dumps there if you want to dump it up here or not. Storage in there. Nice area here for putting bags, toys, whatever it is. And then little wall mount hanging storage here. These are on a switch, these overhead lights. So instead of having to go to each one individually, you do have a switch. Now we're going back. This is the rear of the unit again. We're going toward small step down here. And you've got your master bedroom. So that's the screen door for the sliding door. This is a king bed. Slide there, it slides out our 4th slide. You've got on both sides of the bed end tables. You got TV backer there if you wanted to put a TV on the wall. This is the controls for the mini split. So that's the intake there. There are outputs here and outputs in the bathroom as well. So you got heat and cool with that. At the back, we've got a closet, shelf above, and a rod below for storage. Some drawers down there. That's your breakers and fuses. We have the optional washer dryer in here. It's a split set, which is, in my opinion, the only way to do it. I wouldn't even have a combo unit myself, but split set up here by Splendide. You got this closet door and closes. If you don't want to look at them, you just keep it open so people know what's in there. Desk here across from the bed if you need a place for working. If you're one of those that works remote or just whatever, likes to sit and have a place to do that. window there as well. Again, blackout night shades on that. And then now we're back to the rear of the unit and the rear exit. Now, I told you I was going to give you the exact specs. Dry weight on this is 12,642 and length is 42 feet 10 inches. And now we are back outside the unit. So out here, a couple things to point out. Does have an electric awning on it. Covers this end of the unit. Dark tint on the windows. Outside speakers as well. Grab handle. At the main entry, you've got a big grab handle and the better, more ride steps. Enclosed underbelly with extended season package on this. 50 amp service, of course. That's the dryer output right there. Fresh water connection for filling the fresh tank, and then you've got a city water connection here. Outside shower with hot and cold water. They're still putting a ladder on it, which I love, to be able to access the roof and just inspect, take care of things. There's the tankless water heater. Going to be several different termination points. That's going to be for the washer tank, if you did use the washer. Manual jacks on this, of course. Rack and pinion slides, which are my favorite. I love that Puma's put in these metal angles instead of plastic. I think that's just a much better way to build that, stronger, heavier duty. They even started putting magnetic catches instead of the old plastic ones on our compartment doors. This is below our bed. It's a nice storage area there. If I can close it, I'll just use the one I know works. This is access, well, it's storage, but it's also, if you needed to, I want to show you. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't unlock that. This is access to the mini split if you had to. So, bear with me. I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget to unlock stuff. I know I'm showing you nothing but a white wall. So you could get in here, and right there, you can access the mini split. So, and that's usually access for like a shower or a black tank flush or something. Well, there's the black tank flush right there. So for plumbing, whatever. But there's an outlet out here as well. So maybe if you wanted to have, I don't know, some type of outside power tool or something you want to be able to charge, you could put it in here, use that outlet. But main thing is that's where you access your mini split. You can actually see down here. I don't know, maybe you can. Yeah, that's where the condensation comes out. So anyways, those of you that enjoy that, like to mechanically inclined, that's where that is. Furnace, again, we do have a standard furnace for heat if we need to use that. Termination points here. So we're going to have the front gray for the kitchen, black and gray for the bath. Our two more slides here. Again, rack and pinions, my favorite. Easy to work on. Easy to crank out manually if you have to. This is the front of the unit. Manual jacks all around, of course. There's a battery disconnect built up underneath there, as you can see. You can put a battery on it. It goes right there. LP bottles are underneath that. And now we're back around to the front of the unit. This is some storage below the kitchen counter. And that is the outside of the unit. 2025 403 Loft Puma. The link in the description takes you to our website. There's more pictures, specs, pricing, whatever you want there. Or you can call, text, or email anybody in our family. We'll be happy to help you. On behalf of my family and our dealership, Arrowhead Camper Sales, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, whatever we can do to help you. Please let us know. Thank you for watching.